Archie is a King Cavalier Spaniel. He and his mom live in a large city in Canada where just a few blocks from their home, there was a vacant building that caught fire where homeless people resided. And this was not an ordinary fire. It actually left a portal at the epicenter. And I suspect that's because there was a small group of people using fentanyl. We think that the fentanyl crisis only afflicts the living and their loved ones, but fentanyl is also creating small, dark portals all over the place. And since that fire, Archie has noticed his mom was not herself, and he started to exhibit some odd behaviors to get her attention. His mom called my friend Karen, who is an animal telepath, to get some help for her sweet dog. All right, Archie. All right, this started when the fire came up. I see it as a small fire, but yet there's a portal that goes deep into the earth. And it's releasing actually, there's not as much dead here as there are as entities. So I want to ask Archie through you, and I'll listen for his answers too. Do these entities have claws for hands?
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Okay, the ones that have claws for hands, can he describe what their heads look like? Are they more dog shaped?
He just shut right down and goes, "Don't make me look."
Okay, okay, sweetie, we won't make you
It's
look.
okay.
Did they try to get inside? Did one of them or more try to get inside of his body? No, they're trying to get into his mom's body, aren't they?
That's right. And he just said one tried to, didn't succeed, but they used his body as a portal to Jen's body.
Okay, all right, they're trying to get into the mom's body. Okay. Does he feel like there's one of them inside of her body right now?
It oh interesting. Hold on. It's struggling to stay attached to her, but Karen just worked on her. But I
Okay,
don't think she got rid of it all.
okay, we're gonna do it right now, Archie. All right, sweetie? So, all right, hold on a minute. Archie, Karen, and I are working together, but we're in 3 separate locations. Karen and I are both able to remote view Archie, his mom, and the home. And I can also see a heavy infiltration at the home and what is attaching to and feeding off of Archie's mom. I'm not 100% convinced that I got this entity out of his mom. I feel like there's still something going on. I have to go back. These entities are a combination of dark forces and dark AI. So if I were to detach and remove 90% of it, it's quite possible that it can regenerate. It's not much unlike removing a tick and having its head still buried in the skin, where there's going to be an infection unless you remove it 100%. I'm going to have him watch his mom. And Archie, sweetie, I want you to tell me what you see happening as I do this because I need the feedback. Can you be brave for me like that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Hang on a minute. I'm going to start pulsing mom and I'm going to pull it out right now. All right. Is it all the way out of your mom?
He's showing me that the tip of the claws, the very, very pointy tip, like the tip is just like, it looks like he's showing me that the body itself is being pulled out, but he's got these little tips that are just
Hanging on. Okay.
hanging on to, yeah.
So, okay, Archie, I thank you for that because that's the perfect feedback I needed. So I'm going to do something else and make it release right now. And I'm pouring like a sulfate on those claws.
Okay, he just showed me that when he poured the sulfuric acid, the creature left, but the tips, the very tip of the claws stayed in her.
Okay, we'll get that. And I'm removing this creature. And creature is the right word. This is a combination of a dark entity and AI. Okay.
He said, "Well, whatever it is, it's scary."
It is. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Now, is the home, does there more of them in the home? Karen has a solid connection with Archie. He can show her pictures as to what he sees and she can talk to him. I can talk to him as well, but my focus is to remote view his home. And this is what makes our triangulation extremely powerful. We all have different jobs to do here. This is a huge infestation. These entities are everywhere in her condo and in the entire neighborhood, which, by the way, is a nice neighborhood. All of these entities came through that tiny fissure, that tiny portal, and it's time that we have to bring reinforcements in from the light side to help us. We need to make sure that we remove them permanently. It's a pretty large cleanup job, and I do know that his mom was injured in this. There's these etheric coils attached to Jen, the mom, because this is how they were extracting her energies and planting negative thoughts into her. She had gotten so depressed, and her line of thinking was not at all normal for her.
Yeah, he's showing
Okay.
me that they're in like they're in the corner of the ceiling.
Yeah, they're in between the walls and the floorboards and
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna treat the entire condo complex. Um, hang on just a minute. I'm bringing a ton of spiritual police in as well. We're not letting any of them escape, and we're gonna be removing them. And that process is starting right now.
I'm saying you should see them go. Look at them go.
Good, thank you for that, Archie. Yeah, they have no choice.
And he says they're going really fast.
All right, we're gonna keep this going. I'm gonna segment myself. It's kind of a weird way to put it, but I'm gonna go back to that original fire.
Mm-hmm.
They created that as a portal to start pouring these beings in, or getting them to literally roam the city.
Yes, I see that.
All right. How is it looking for Archie?
He says, "Oh my goodness," he goes, "That's so much better. That happened really fast. Thank you."
Oh, you're welcome, honey. All right.
And what about the tips that are in Jen?
I'm gonna work on her body right now. I want to make sure they haven't done any damage.
Yeah,
And
because I was seeing when I was working on them, what I was seeing were these coils, like these electric cords or cords coming out of Jen
mhm.
and attaching to Archie and then going out from them. So I tried to diffuse them. I didn't know quite what I was looking at, but now I'm being shown in Star Trek. Remember oh my goodness, what the Borg?
That's what this is, by the way. They have a hive
The Borg.
mind consciousness
Yeah,
to them.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm been watching them and seeing them being released actually all over the planet. This is probably the 10th time I've seen them since the fall, since um the October terrorist issue.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I'm seeing something that needs to be addressed, but I also want clarification as to what I'm seeing. I want to make sure that my conscious mind isn't putting in thoughts that aren't real. Am I relying on past data points? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I know, but I want to make sure. So I ask Archie if he sees any black cubes. And I will explain at the end of this episode more about the black cubes. Oh, and by the way, Kingsley is Archie's very oblivious brother. And while we're cleaning up Archie and his mom in his home, I know I'm nowhere near done. And I know that I need to go back once Archie is feeling safe, and I need to remote view the entire area to clean these things out. This is literally an invasion that needs to be stopped. Yes, Jen, the mom, was infected, but so were probably many other people. For a few years, I have been seeing and removing what I call black cubes of Saturn. And I need to explain a little bit, and I hope this conversation doesn't get me ousted from various platforms. Black absorbs all colors, frequencies, and energies, and the cube shape is considered to be an anchor point. So these cubes get anchored in so they can quickly lower the frequencies around and take advantage of basically humanity and the planet. These black cubes are harvesting energies from our planet, turning them toxic, and sending them and returning them to Saturn, which is considered to be a prison planet. And I want to show you another example of a black cube. And if you're listening to this without the video, I'm showing you a famous person who is standing on a black cube at a concert that she's performing at. So these black cubes of Saturn are entropic in nature. They remove energies from this planet, and they are very, very toxic and negative. If you look at that black cube in Mecca, that's actually one of them that's in the physical.
Oh, geez, yeah.
And people walk around it counterclockwise mindlessly so they can, they're having the people take this energy out of manifestation.
Oh,
So
boy.
clockwise is bringing something into manifestation, counterclockwise is bringing it out of manifestation.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just asked him how he's doing. He says, good, I'm better. I feel like eating now.
oh, good. All right. And he can go up and eat too, unless, does Jen leave food out for them or does she feed them at times, certain times?
He feeds them at certain times, so I'll text her to let her know.
Okay.
You did such a great job, Archie.
I want to thank him too.
Mm-hmm.
Such a little soul
Thank-
has such a big mission.
It's a huge mission for such a little soul. Yeah, he just keeps saying, I didn't know how to get anybody else's attention other than stop feeding.
And I'm so sorry. Ugh.
You're an incredible little being. Thank you for serving us, serving humanity in this way. You have no idea what you've just done. It's incredible.
All right, now I'm gonna work on helping his mom, remove those things from his mom, and I'm gonna look through his mom's entire body. Making
Yeah.
sure there's no other damages. Okay. And I know you have to
Yeah,
go. Thank you, Karen. I'm so glad we got to do this.
Thank you. I'm glad that we did too, and I'll let her know that we took care of it. He feels like eating, so put some food down. And holy smokes, that was unreal.
It was.
Okay.
I'm so grateful to him, and I'm sorry it took so long.
Yeah, me too. And I told him that.
All right, and
Okay.
we've got some angels with him. We're gonna close this up. Archie, I'm still gonna keep working to clean this up. I'm not gonna stop, okay?
He goes, okay, I believe you.
Okay, because Karen has to go to work.
Because
right.
I know she helps so many animals.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll talk to you both later. All righty.
You betcha. All
Bye.
right, thanks.
And just to end this on a positive note, I want to show you a picture that Archie's mom sent me of his cute little heart-shaped bum. Archie and his family are doing well, and I want to thank Archie, his mom, and Karen for allowing me to share this session with you. And if you're interested in Karen's work, her website is listed below.